morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in the Vance room. My name is Giancarlo Prisco, and today I have the pleasure to start the week with scalping topic. And of course, I would like to say hello to also to YouTube friends that stay here with us today. So we will show you some important tips how to scalp any instruments, of course. And when we speak about scalping, guys, it's very important that you focus your attention on most liquid instrument. Now I open a chart of gold, but in general, the best scalping is on USA indexes, for example, DAX, euro dollar, oil. Depend of volatility we are going to find in the moment we are going to do scalping. For example, now we are going to take gold because I know that the most part of you are very happy with gold. So as this is one of the most traded instrument in the world, I will be very happy to start with this instrument. Of course, guys, remember also that the chart is your disposal, and any question I will be very happy to stay here and answer any question you can have. Now let's start with the most important how we can present the template. We are going to use two moving average. We will start first one 50-minute chart. This is the first one here. After we use 50 and 200 simple moving average. The red one is the 50 and the black one is 200. Why we use this two combo? Because what we need is to find the best trend possible. So this moving average help a lot to understand this point. And plus last one, volume indicator. Here we have you will find an indicator with the tick volume that is an aggregate, but is sufficient to find the best momentum. Now, when we prepare the chart in this way, we are going to check if how we can find some opportunity. So now we are going to see probably this movement. We will see how we will do this. First one, remember that in this moment, what we are going to do is to understand, for example, if market could offer bearish or a bullish opportunity. So in this sense, what we are going to do is to check the volume indicator. Repeat, I will show you how we can prepare. Very simple. We put the same color on the volumetric bar and the tick volume, because the tick volume is an aggregate and explain, and also the color of bar has to be the same, because if you put the original indicator, you will find the green or red. Not interesting, because green and red is not indicator that someone buy or sell. We have to see who is the power between buyer seller that win. Now let's take a look, for example, this process here. Here we have, for example, to find with the cross the best volumetric bar corresponding to the candle. In this sense, let's take a look at this bar and corresponding this candle. I will take a horizontal line and put a line in the peak of candle. In the case the candle is bearish, like let me find some example. For example, this one. We put the line in the bottom of candle. Why we do this type of volumetric support and resistance? Because in the peak of candle, when the candle is closed, it's concentrate the most part of volume you will see in this bar, for example. So in this sense, I have an information that, for example, in this case, market has created a support. Why? Because when enter this volume tonight, this night, market accumulate. So in this moment, until price not to break this level, we can maintain a bullish pressure. Here we have the highest bar of Friday, and price in this week establish an important resistance. So in this sense, now I have two important information. First one, that price could attack this zone, and second one, that price maintain this zone. So in terms of 15-minute chart, where we see the wick in general and understand what are the level important for that, I will try to use this level to find opportunity. Now, to be a little more detailist, what is important now is to see how the price move between, in this case, 15 moving average, this one, and then 200 simple moving average. Okay, so it means that if price is able to break, because here also we have a gap that was close, of course, with price action, never forgot, volume is to me combo. If you take a look, price arrive in this, close practically the gap, and now price could try to do some retracement, probably because they try to close the gap. But the information is interesting because if price break 200 simple moving average, it means that price could attack this zone. In the same time, we have another level here we can mark that create a sort of resistance. So our purpose today is to understand now in this moment if we can able to be open long or short. What we are going to do now is to go in 1 minute chart, and we will see probably the price that start to do a pattern M, and potential short could come with the target could be this level, for example. Okay, so price in this moment is in a sort of retracement mode, not a reversal because trend is quite bullish. Of course, we are on Monday, so markets start step by step, but here there are a chance for a sort of retracement. Also could be interesting to see, for example, now if price could create a breakout momentum. So in this sense, what we are going to see is a potential chance for important retracement after the big drop. Okay, in 1 minute chart also we can check some volume. For example, this one was very interesting. We put a line here, but we changed the color, or a symbol. We can put, for example, another instruments. For example, we use this line. This is 1 minute's level. This is a potential level where price accumulate, try to break 1, 2, 3, they break and they accumulate. So this level could be attack soon. For the other side, we have this level. For example, here we have assist another pressure. This is 1 minute chart, so we have to be a little more detailed. This level is very important. This one where price arrive strongly. So this is a possible target. Now I open a short. My target could be this zone. It's $4 drop approximately. Here we have a small zone. When we have a volume very near, this is a potential target for gold that could drop strongly. Probably they can try. It's not a simple trade, but we can try to see if price could attack this level. Okay, so in this sense, this is an example how we can prepare this type of movement. But before to see this drop, now we have to wait a little because, of course, now we are in first movement of USA European markets. So now we will see if price is able to attack this level. It's not a simple trade because we are in a big range, but the chance to see some retracement is possible. For example, I show you, it's not a difficult system. We have just to update any morning or before you start to trade, you see this level, and you have a chance to do this fast trade with a little more detail, so we can avoid absolutely to do this trade in a roast way and avoid to trade without any direction. Okay, the short is a good idea, but I have to see if price is able to give me, sorry, just a fast retracement. For example, this zone could be attacked, but I don't know if they do now, if need the time this trade. But we will see if price could try to do this type of trades. This is the idea I have in this moment. Of course, now we are in the first part of the morning, so price could do a lot of up and down. In case price not break this zone, we will try to switch the position and try to see if price could continue this bearish process or not. the most logical idea is try to short. You see they are fighting on 15 moving average, as you see here. So for me, it's very, very interesting because this process could offer us an important opportunity. So the example I show you is probably related with this type of movement. So now we are going to wait and we will see if price could be able to attack the 4,730 zone. That is what I would like to see now with you in live. Scalping need a lot of practice, guys. So in this sense, it's important that you take time and have a patience. This is not a strategy that you have to go faster or too much nervous. You need to wait a little in this sense. Now we see that price is trying to attack this zone. Now we will see if we have a fast drop and price could attack. Our target is this one. Of course, 200 moving average will be fantastic, but we have to wait and see if we can arrive at least on 4,730. It's a good target. And now we will see the distribution process we are assisting could create some faster bearish process. It's not a guarantee, of course, that trade could come so fast, but we can try to do to wait at least some minutes to see this type of movement. We will see that prices start to break the 15 moving average. Now we have to see if price could accelerate a little more. So for example, we would like to arrive. This is a possible target, for example. Okay. Stop loss, of course, could be here. In this case, we have to adjust a little. This is it's not a big target, of course. I can imagine that you say, but this is not one risk ratio or something like this. Yes, but scalping not need something like this. What is important, for example, I can put some previous candle. What is important in this sense is to see if price is able to uh, contain this process. So you see the risk ratio is good. In this case, I will lose $5 profit. We can also use 1-1, but we have to check carefully how price manage this level. So for me, it's more important to see this type of process. In this case, for now, the trade is not work perfectly. So there are a chance for a recovery. In case take a stop loss, we can switch the position and try to find some other opportunity. So the idea that you have to apply is this. For aftermarket not going up because we are also in some choppy momentum, not a problem. We can try to see this type of trade how it can work. But repeat, for now, the short chance is quite good. So we can try to see if price is able to drop a little more. This is what we have to do. You see, they continue to return on this level. So the chance to arrive on 4,030 remain good. So first one, understand that the trend, guys, that is important. This is why when we work with lower time frame, we have to give time to the trade and use correct stop loss. So here, for example, price reducing my entry level. And now we will see if we have a chance at least to drop a little more. That is not simple. The idea is to arrive near this zone. And after we can try, if we arrive here, we can try to do a fast recovery. For example, here I can reduce my exposure. So first target was done, take profit. I can reduce my stop loss, for example, in break even. This is a good tactic when we have acceleration. So my target, my trade remain in full risk-free. This is important. And now we are arrive on the target. One time we arrive on target, and I do this partial close just to show you, no? we have around the first target, we will see if price could continue to drop, because here we have a volumetric zone. So the chance that price could do some strong retracement is high. So past my trade is going good, because I take the target and I put the stop loss in break even. If they don't continue to going down, I can go out with 0 losses.